welcome to my journey, my frugal journey. Have a friend. Today is Frugal Friday. This is where we talk about all the things that I did the previous week that I think were frugal. Now, this week, I don't have a lot again. When I get busy, I don't either do stuff or I do stuff without thinking, or I do stuff and I forget to write it down. This week I made pickles, I went and watered the garden, I had Sebastian for 3 days, so not a big list at all. But I'm out here early because it's being so hot these days. I'm gonna get out here before it got scorching. It's not pretty sticky, so I know what it's gonna be like the rest of the day. So anyway, this week I ripped up a sheet that I had got for 49 cents at the thrift store to use for tomato ties. Now, back when I was buying those sheets, I didn't need them because we don't use top sheets. I know people are saying, well, just because it's 49 cents don't mean you need to get it. Well, I got it because you always need a sheet for something. It's like moving a piece of furniture, put it on a sheet and drag it along. There's all kinds of things that you might need a sheet for, and for 49 cents, hello. Here we go. I'll be starting on my second sheet when we start tying up the rest of the way. So I think 49 cents was well spent. We didn't have to buy extra clips or ties or anything like that. We used to use pantyhose back in the day, but who wears pantyhose? Do they even still sell pantyhose? Back then you didn't go bare-legged. Y'all remember those days? If you went bare-legged, no, you didn't do that. And now, everybody's bare-legged. Everything's bare-legged, unless it's the most formal of things. I guess they do still make pantyhose. I'm just trying to be funny. Everything's bare-legged, which I like because I hated pantyhose. Didn't y'all? Now, I did like having all the different colors. Remember back when that was a thing, to have different colored pantyhose? Not the bright ones. I didn't wear the bright ones, like black ones and different colored brown ones and stuff like that, So anyway, I used those sheets as tomato ties. That saved a lot of money from not having to buy anything. Okay, I used my washable window cleaner. I think we've talked about this before, but it's something I've had for many years. It's got like a head on it about this big. There's just a little bit of a sponge on it to give it just a little bit of a spongy feel. And it's on a wand. And the handle flips completely. So you can work it around and get all up in there. And it's just got a little bonnet that has elastic that fits over, just like a little bonnet. And so you clean your windows and just throw that in the washing machine. So that's what I clean. Listen, between Sebastian and Jacob, you couldn't hardly see through my door. It was so filthy. So I got that cleaned with my little thingy. Y'all were not going to believe this one. I canned more pickles. Y'all have been watching them. Listen, not many of you have been watching them, but they're there for the people that want them, so that's that. It's frugal if you're going to grow your produce to not waste your produce. Find some way to preserve it, whether you can it or freeze it or dry it, whatever it is you do. If you're going to grow it, then you need to preserve it. And I don't know any other way to preserve cucumbers other than pickles. That's the only way I know. You can't preserve them in the freezer because they're going to turn to mush. If you get them in the coldest part of your refrigerator, they'll freeze and turn to mush. So, I think I'm through making new pickles. If I make more pickles, which I'm sure I will be because they're really putting on, I'm going to make some more of my frying pickles because there's not enough to last us all the way around for a year. If you want to fry pickles, once every 2 months. I need more jars than that. Okay, I use one of my saved Ziploc bags to put my cornmeal mix in to bread my squash to fry instead of using a new one. Then, as an added tip to this tip, I keep my cornmeal mix in there. After I pull out my squash, I just keep my cornmeal mix in there and keep adding to it. And I'll do that for, gosh, long time before I ever change it out, because nothing is left behind. There's no moisture left behind, because whatever sticks to the cornmeal takes up all the moisture. And so you just keep adding to it instead of throwing that cornmeal away and starting fresh. There's no sense in that. No sense in that. And if you don't want to leave it on the counter, put it in the freezer. I've done that with all kind of breadings, even meat breadings. I've put it in the freezer to save it for the next time, because the only thing that's going to go on is raw meat. If it's in the freezer, it's okay. Y'all listen. Y'all can do what you want to do. If you think it's icky, don't do it. But I've done it, and I'm sitting here talking about it. So there's that. So that's all I got on my list this week. Like I said, I've been busy and honestly not been feeling very good. So I guess I'll just keep this short and sweet. I don't really want to chat, I don't think, on my Frugal Friday. I don't know. So anyway, but I will tell you this. Those bread and butter pickles, what do they say? Chef's kiss. Oh my gosh, they were Mama's pickles. Oh my gosh. I know Mama would be proud. I just know she would. She would have to eye blink. I told Holly, I said, Mama was in here making these pickles with us. She was right there with us. Ooh, I'm getting the chills. They were just, oh my gosh. Because we had just a little dib-dab left at the end that would not fit in that last jar. And Holly's like, well, do you want to eat them or what? I'm like, yeah. And since they were the cooked variety of pickles, they already had their flavor. Like, instead of when you raw pack them, you don't get that flavor in for about a month. Something like that. But these had their flavor. Me and Holly were both like, so they're good to go. I'm afraid to open the jar, because I will tear them things up. I will go to the refrigerator and get me out a few every now and then. I told Holly, I said, next dinner, if we have a pickle tray, it'll be all homemade pickles. And she's like, yeah, she was so excited. Oh, listen, I will tell you this. Using the produce bags and whatnot, bread bags, for like dirty diapers, or you can even use them for bread and stuff. There's all kind of uses you might put in your dirty meat trash in so it doesn't stink up your garbage. All kind of things like that. Peelings of things that you don't want to put down the garbage disposal. But anyway, she started her one because she's using it for dirty diapers instead of wasting brand new Ziploc bags. And she said, oh, she was excited about that. So she learned something new, and she put it into action, I guess you would say, into whatever the word I'm looking for. Y'all know I can't never find my words. So yeah, definitely start your used bag collection. And put in anything. You don't have to be in nothing special. You ain't got to have a decoration for it, unless you want a decoration for it. I probably would have a decoration for it if I had room. I ain't got room. Listen, I got both my pressure canners on my bar, my island. I never know what to call that thing. And they're huge. So they take up like the whole thing. There's a little space behind them where I can set my jars, because it like overhangs, where you can sit bar stools under it, but I have cookbook shelves under it. So I'm not putting them up, because I am not going to drag them in and out every time I want to can something. They're just going to sit there all summer, period. End of discussion. I have gotten to where, and all my canning supplies are sitting there too. My vinegars and my funnels and my big bowl I've just got with all the things that I use to can in it. My pickle spices, I'm not putting them up till I'm through making pickles because I don't like dragging things in and out that I'm going to use frequently. So I don't, my home is not meticulous, Better Homes and Garden, but everything has a place. And I like everything in its place, whether it's a perfect place or whatever kind of place it is, it still has its place, and that's why I like it. But since I've been pickling these things on the bar, they've not been bothering me. For some reason, well, no, I know, speaking out loud, I know the reason, because we talked about it I haven't posted it yet. I did a PSA for mental health, so I know why it's not been bothering me. When my medication change kicks in, it might get on my last nerve. Pros and cons, people, pros and cons. So that's all I'm going to talk about today on Frugal Friday. Just go out and do your best. Things that work well with your household, do them. And if they don't work well with your household, don't do them. And don't beat yourself up because you're not like so-and-so on the internet, because I'm here to tell you, everything you see ain't how it my like, oh, listen, if I don't get this haircut, it's tickling me in my ear. It has either got to grow or get cut. But look at this. Is it frugal to not cut your hair? If it is, I'm being real frugal. I just haven't gone yet. Not because I'm not going, I just hadn't got around to it. Been busy, and then I don't think about it when it's too late. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, don't believe everything you see. If you see somebody that looks like they got the perfect life, they wear their little house on the prairie dress and apron and all that cute stuff, and you know how many days it might take them to film that one intro section you see of what's going on in their day? I've noticed a lot of them, and I'm not trying to bad talk people. I am trying to tell you not to feel bad about yourself over things you see on YouTube. If that stuff inspires you, watch it. Oh my gosh, watch it. But don't go on to yourself like, oh, I don't measure up. Yes, you do measure up. You're doing your best. As long as you're doing your best, that is okay. You do what fits you and your lifestyle, and you call it a day. Don't try to be somebody else. Just be yourself. Do what you can do. Y'all know my frugal journey includes some convenience foods, because I ain't cooking from scratch. Beautiful cardinal landed right there on my, I got the chills like you won't believe. I was talking about Mama's pickles, and there she showed up. Because cardinals are my mama. Butterflies are Noel, and cardinals are my mama. They say when cardinals show up, that's a past loved one coming to see you. Well, I don't say, I try to guess. Is it my best friend? Is it my mama? Is it whoever? No, it's my mama. She heard me talking about her. So anyway, just do your best. Do the frugal things that you like. And if you get inspired by somebody, then by all means get inspired and do it. But don't beat yourself up. That is my main story. So I'm gonna go. That'll be all for Frugal Friday. I'm gonna have something up for you tomorrow. I'm not sure what. I got a couple videos I filmed. I don't know one of them how it's gonna turn out. If it's even gonna turn out that I want to post it. When I don't feel it, it's hard to come together, so we'll see. Oh, and speaking of not feeling it, I'm not going to do a live today. I'm just not up to it. I'm just not up to it. I know that sounds stupid because all I had to do was sit there and talk, but some of you understand. I know you do. So, anyway, that's all. And I'll see you tomorrow for something.